Let's change the scene. How about we add a mountain to the left side of this forest road? Watch how this AI tool effortlessly brings your vision to life with just a few strokes. Let's have another go at making this forest path even more magical. We'll use AI to add a truly mesmerizing eye, taking this image to the next level. Let's have another image with a computer monitor in the selected image, and its background will be replaced with a serene seascape. Additionally, a mug will be added to the right side of the image. The interface provides tools for drawing, erasing, and selecting areas of the image, as well as parameters for controlling the editing process, including the base model name and negative prompt. Introducing MagicQuill, your AI-powered, interactive image editing wizard. This tool is designed to bring your creative visions to life with ease and precision. MagicQuill offers a user-friendly interface that lets you express your ideas with just a few strokes. Its AI-powered suggestions anticipate your intentions, streamlining your workflow. With precise local editing capabilities, you can make fine-tuned edits to specific areas of your image, ensuring pixel-perfect results. The AI image editor provides 3 magical brushes: the Add brush for adding new elements, the Subtract brush for removing unwanted details, and the Color brush for precise coloring. Its intelligent system often guesses your intentions based on your initial strokes, saving you time and effort. Powerful canvas tools like Undo and Redo Erase and Transform allow you to easily manipulate your image. For advanced users, MagicQuill offers a range of parameters to customize your editing experience. The base model allows you to choose from various artistic styles, while the negative prompt lets you specify elements to avoid. Fine edge grow size, edge strength, and color strength parameters provide precise control over brush stroke behavior. With MagicQuill, the possibilities are endless. Unleash your creativity and transform your images into stunning works of art. We'll walk you through each step of using this tool, from simple modifications to complex artistic transformations. Before we start, it's important to note that while MagicQuill is accessible online through Hugging Face, it's limited by resource constraints. For optimal performance and unlimited usage, we recommend installing it on your local machine. We'll guide you through the installation process step by step. Refer to the installation guide and troubleshooting section for any specific issues you may encounter. Let's dive into some examples to see how this AI tool works. Let's start by using the Add brush to add a cyclist to our road scene. We'll draw a few simple strokes to indicate where we want the cyclist to be. MagicQuill will then generate several options, and we can either accept one of them or discard them all and try again. Next, we'll add a car to the road. Using the Add brush once more, we'll draw a rough shape of a car. MagicQuill will suggest a prompt to refine the car's appearance. We can either accept this suggestion or modify it to get the exact result we want. We can also try drawing a trunk on the left side of the road. MagicQuill will suggest a prompt to refine the trunk's appearance. We can either accept this suggestion or modify it to get the exact result we want. To demonstrate a more complex modification, we'll use a combination of the Subtract and Add brushes. We'll remove the forest on the left side of the image and replace it with a mountain range. MagicQuill will generate a new image with the desired modification. As you can see, MagicQuill is a versatile tool capable of handling a wide range image editing tasks. By experimenting with different brushes and prompts, you can achieve stunning results. First, let's add a touch of magic to the scene. We'll use a specific model and prompt to generate a 3D figure in the Pixar style. By simply drawing a few strokes, we'll guide the AI to create a detailed and realistic character. Imagine a friendly Pixar-style robot sitting at the desk, ready to assist with your tasks. Next, let's transform the monitor's screen. We'll use the Subtract and Add brushes to remove the existing screen content and replace it with a serene seascape. We can achieve similar results using only the Add brush. By drawing a rough outline of a seascape, MagicQuill will generate a realistic image, seamlessly blending it with the existing scene. To add some personality to the desk, let's add a mug. We'll use the Add brush to draw a simple shape, and MagicQuill will generate various options, from a classic coffee mug to a quirky teacup. Finally, let's make a small change to the room's decor. We'll remove the plant on the left side of the image and replace it with a bouquet of flowers. By using the subtract and add brushes, we can easily modify the scene to create a more vibrant and inviting atmosphere. This time, we'll work with another sty image. First, let's modify the central character. We'll use the subtract brush to change their appearance. By carefully selecting the areas to modify and providing detailed prompts, we can achieve precise and creative results. Next, let's simplify the scene. We'll remove the two objects on either side of the character, creating a more focused composition. This will allow us to draw more attention to the central figure, and the background elements we'll add later. Now, let's add a touch of fantasy. We'll use the Add brush to draw a simple shape and prompt the AI to generate a dragon or a dog. Given the anime style of the image, we can expect the AI to generate a creature that fits seamlessly into the scene. Imagine a companion following the character's every move. To further refine our image, we'll use a detailed prompt. By providing specific instructions, we can guide the AI to generate highly accurate and creative results. Let's experiment with a more abstract approach. We'll draw a random circle and see what the AI suggests. Perhaps it will suggest a planet, a magical orb, or a character's eye. We could then refine this shape into an eye, adding a mystical element to the image. Imagine the character gazing into the distance, their eye reflecting the magic of the world around them. Let's start by looking at this image, which features a few gadgets, including a laptop, a watch, and some headphones. The first thing we'll do is focus on the laptop. We want to remove the brand names from the surface of the laptop. To do this, we'll use the Subtract Brush tool, which allows us to carefully erase the logos without affecting the rest of the image. This process ensures that the laptop looks more neutral and less brand-specific. Now, we'll move on to the next step. To start, we'll draw a circle around a portion of the laptop and check the AI's suggestion for what it thinks should be added. The AI suggests a camera, so let's give it a try and see what the generated results look like. After evaluating the suggestion, it becomes clear that the result isn't quite what we want. It still needs some refinement. Instead, let's replace the camera suggestion with an Apple logo, which fits the overall aesthetic better. We'll now check the updated result to see how it enhances the image. Moving on to the watch itself, we'll focus on changing the color of the watch bands. To do this, we'll use the Color Brush tool. First, we'll select the desired gray shade for the bands. After carefully applying the new color, we'll review the result, and it looks like it's just what we were aiming for. The colors blend well with the overall image, so we'll accept this modification, which will reflect on the left side of the image as well, giving us a consistent look. But we're not done yet. We can take this a step further by transforming the watch into an Apple Watch for a more polished look. We'll use both the Subtract and Add brushes for this modification. The Subtract brush will help us remove any undesired elements, while the Add brush will allow us to seamlessly integrate an Apple Watch design. We'll try out a few different variations based on the suggestions generated by the AI, testing which one gives the best results and adjusting the modifications as needed. Finally, let's work on the headphones to match the overall color style of the image. We'll change the color of the headphones to gray using the color brush. This requires precision, so we'll carefully follow the parts of the headphones that we want to change. Specifically, the cable. By being meticulous with the areas we want to modify, we ensure that the new color looks natural and blends perfectly with the rest of the image. Now, let's switch to this new image showing a black suit jacket. We'll focus on modifying certain parts of the suit. First, we'll start with the tie. We'll examine the suggestions from the tool and decide whether any of them enhance the look of the tie. By exploring the AI's options, we can see if there's a better style or color that would suit the rest of the suit. Next, let's focus on the left shoulder of the suit. There's an object in white that we want to remove. To do this, we'll use the Subtract brush, which will allow us to erase the unwanted object carefully, leaving the suit jacket intact without any interference. Moving on, we'll work on the white breast pocket object. Using the color brush, we'll try to change its color to something that better matches the overall aesthetic of the suit. This process will require us to carefully select the color we want to apply to the pocket, ensuring it complements the black jacket and the rest of the design. Now, we'll adjust the tie color to match the color of the breast pocket. We want to create a cohesive look, so we'll use the color brush once again, this time to apply the same color to the tie. This helps unify the outfit and ensures that all the elements of the suit work together harmoniously. Let's move on to the next detail, the suit jacket tag. We'll use the Subtract Brush tool to remove the tag from the jacket. This small modification will help streamline the look and give the jacket a more polished appearance without any distractions. Finally, let's add a head to the mannequin holding the suit jacket. To complete the image, we'll attempt to generate a head using the AI tool and integrate it with the rest of the mannequin's body. In this part, we'll walk you through the latest updates to MagicQuill. Let's start by talking about the update released on November 21st. One of the key changes is an improvement to the Save button functionality. In the previous versions, the Save button was sometimes difficult to find or didn't behave as expected. They addressed this, making it more intuitive and user-friendly. Now, you can save your work with just one click. No more hunting around for the button. They have also fixed a bug related to file paths on Windows systems. Users were experiencing issues when trying to save their work, especially when the file paths had special characters or spaces. This fix ensures that file paths are handled correctly, improving the overall reliability of the tool. In this tutorial, we will address also an issue you may encounter during the installation in the next part. Now let's dive into the setup process. Don't worry, it's straightforward and only takes a few minutes. The first step is to clone the MagicQuill repository from GitHub. You'll want to make sure to use the recursive flag during the cloning process. This ensures that all the submodules, including LRV, which is an important part of MagicQuill, are included in the repository. Once the repository is cloned, you'll need to download the model checkpoints. These checkpoints are essentially pre-trained models that allow MagicQuill to process and manipulate images. The checkpoints file is about 25 GB in size, so it may take a while to download, depending on your internet connection. If you're unable to download directly from the link, you can access the checkpoints through Hugging Face or download them manually via a browser. After the checkpoints are downloaded, simply unzip the file and move on to the next step. If you're on Windows, there's a script included that will automatically install the environment for you. If you're using Linux, there's a script to do the same thing. These scripts help save time by handling the environment set up automatically. Now, let's take a look at the different models or checkpoints that you can download, which will help you achieve various editing styles. First, we have the Stable Diffusion 1.5 Realistic Vision model, which is perfect for generating realistic style images. If you're looking to create fantasy-style visuals, then Stable Diffusion 1.5 Dream Shaper is the model to go for. For portraits, Stable Diffusion 1.5 Magic Mix Realistic will deliver stunning, lifelike results. If anime is your preferred style, then Stable Diffusion 1.5 Mina Mix is your best option, creating clean, expressive anime images. Finally, there's Stable Diffusion 1.5 Ghost Mix, another great model for generating anime-style images, but with more dynamic and artistic effects. Depending on the kind of image you're aiming to create, selecting the right model will make a big difference in the final result. Next, we'll move on to creating the virtual environment where you'll install all the necessary dependencies for MagicQuill. We recommend using Conda for environment management, as it makes the process simpler and more efficient. Once you've created the environment, don't forget to activate it. This step ensures that your system is using the correct environment where all the required libraries and packages will be installed. After activating your environment, you'll need to install Torch, which is the core framework that powers the model. Make sure to install the version of Torch that supports GPU acceleration for optimal performance. Installing Torch can take a few minutes, depending on your internet speed. Once you've installed Torch, you'll move on to the next step, setting up the interface. The interface is what allows you to interact with MagicQuill, upload your images, and apply modifications. Once the interface is installed, you're almost ready to go. At this stage, you'll need to install Large Language and Vision Assistant, which is essential for MagicQuill's functionality. The Large Language and Vision Assistant integrates directly with the model and enhances its performance. You'll need to copy the PyProject file into the Large Language and Vision Assistant directory and then install it by running a simple command. Once Large Language and Vision Assistant is installed, you'll need to install the remaining dependencies by running the command for the requirements file. This will pull in any additional libraries needed for MagicQuill to run properly. Finally, to launch MagicQuill, simply run the Gradio script. This will open up the Gradio interface, where you can start uploading your images and using the new features like the drag and drop functionality and download button. And that's it. You're now ready to start using MagicQuill. If you encounter the following error shown on the screen while running the Gradio script, it's usually an indication that there's an issue with your CUDA setup. This error typically happens when your system can't locate the necessary CUDA libraries, which are essential for running the Gradio script smoothly, especially when using GPU acceleration. To begin troubleshooting, the first thing you need to do is check if CUDA is actually installed on your machine. CUDA is a software platform required for running certain GPU-dependent tasks. You can verify if it's installed by searching for specific CUDA files on your system that are part of the installation, like libraries used by the GPU. If the search locates these files, then CUDA is already installed. However, if it doesn't find anything, you may need to install or reinstall the correct version of CUDA for your system. Assuming that CUDA is installed, the next step is to ensure that your system knows where to find these CUDA libraries. Sometimes, even if CUDA is installed, the system can't access it properly because it doesn't know where the files are located. To fix this, you'll need to tell the system where to find them by setting the correct path. You can do this temporarily, just for the current session, by adding the path to the CUDA libraries. This will allow the system to access them and run your script. However, to ensure this doesn't become an issue again in the future, it's best to make this change permanent. To do so, you'll need to update a configuration file on your system. By adding the correct path in this file, your system will automatically be able to find the necessary CUDA libraries every time you run your scripts without requiring manual changes each time. Additionally, if the error persists, you may need to install or update a specific Python package called bits and bytes, which is necessary for handling some of the lower-level tasks related to GPU computation. This package is crucial for ensuring compatibility with CUDA and certain other dependencies that Gradio requires to function properly. Once you have installed or updated bits and bytes, you should be good to go. By following these steps, ensuring CUDA is installed, setting the correct library paths, and updating necessary software packages, the error should be resolved, and you'll be able to run your Gradio script without issues, with all the GPU-powered features functioning as expected. Now, let's go ahead and start MagicQuill using the Gradio script. Once you've completed the setup, it's time to launch the tool. Simply run the script to initiate the model loading process. This may take a little bit of time depending on the size of the model and your system's resources, so be patient. Once the model has finished loading, you will see a message in your terminal providing you with a link to access the tool's web interface. Simply copy that link and paste it into your browser. This will take you directly to the MagicQuill interface, where you can start using the tool to edit images or work on any of your projects. Now, let's try again with this image of a white cake, and we'll make some exciting edits to it. First, let's start by removing the number on top of the cake. We can replace it with a completely different number of our choice. Using the editing tools, we can erase the existing number and easily add a new one. Once that's done, let's move on to the next part, changing the color of the hat on the cake. We'll select a new color and apply it to the hat to see how it looks. After we make this change, we can preview the generated image to check how it turned out. It should reflect our new color choice. Next, let's add a candle to the left side of the cake. We can experiment with different models to generate the best candle placement. By switching between models, we can see how each one renders the candle and choose the one that best fits the look we're going for. Additionally, you have the option to tune the model parameters for even better results. This allows you to fine-tune the output and get the most accurate and visually appealing image possible. Now, let's enjoy the last image example featuring a beautiful forest scene, where we'll try to embed a deer into the environment. This is a great way to see the power of MagicQuill in action as we seamlessly add a new element to an existing image. While working on this, you may encounter an error related to switching between different models that are loaded on the GPU. This typically happens when the system runs out of available GPU memory due to the many models being loaded at once. If this occurs, don't worry, it's a common issue. The simplest solution is to restart the Gradio script from the terminal. Once you do that, the models will reload, and you'll be able to continue editing your images without any further issues. And of course, as we wrap up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content to show your support. Check the description for links to all the resources we've used in this tutorial, as well as other free resources that might be helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time with a brand new AI tool.